Children, this is lecture number 3 of chapter number 4. Character is beauty. In the last lecture, we had discussed about one story about two ladies, Sarojini and Rajni. And we have learned from the story that our behavior, our way of talking, and the words that we say to some person, that matters. And that is why in this story, Sarojini was beautiful, but still, because she was not in the habit of saying good things, she was not liked by anyone. Instead of that, Rajni, she was not beautiful, not very beautiful, but her behavior was very good, so she was liked by everyone. After that, we had discussed Lei Zhu, that according to him, the thoughts become words, words becomes action, and action becomes our habit, and those habits help in forming the character. And because of that character, it becomes our destiny. So, till here we have completed. So today we are going to start from here. Our predominant thoughts about life determines what kind of person we are, we become, and if we have a positive outlook, we tend to become balanced and happy person. To develop a mature character, we must prepare ourselves conscientiously. The ability to discern and appreciate realities, to retain good interpersonal relationship, to be optimistic in spite of setback, never to give up fundamental values and sense of responsibility and self-esteem are some of the basic requirements for mature personality. The most beautiful person of the world is the who can find goodness in others. Such persons always keep positive thoughts about themselves and others. We must develop the capacity to accept others, even when we know that we will not get anything in return. All these virtues require practice and perseverance. As Helen Keller says, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So the meaning of this paragraph is that the most beautiful person in the world is that person who can find the goodness in others. That person which always keeps positive thoughts about themselves and others will be a successful person. Next thing is, we must develop to accept the others, even though we know that we will not get anything in return. So all these virtues, all these things help us to build our character. So only through experiences of trial means when we face the same thing again and again, those sufferings help us to strengthen, clear our vision and our ambition, it inspired, and then the success is achieved. Sir Philip Sidney, an English poet and soldier, was gunshot in the thigh during the Battle of Spain. While lying wounded, he gave his water to another wounded soldier, saying, "The need is greater than mine." This incident illustrates his noble and gallant character. So what is happening in this small story? Sir Philip Sidney, he was an English poet as well as he was a soldier. He got a gunshot in his thigh during the battle with Spain. When he was lying with that wound, he was having some water. So another soldier was also lying and he was also got wound. So he has given his water to that person because he has seen that person needs water at that time greater than him. So instead of drinking the water by own, he has given the water to that person. So this incident illustrates his noble and gallant character. So the next soldier, when he has seen that that person has given the water to me, after that he has understood that he is a noble and gallant character. Now there is one more story, and this is through this story, this is just like an example that how can we find out about the character of person. So this is a story. Read the another reverse experience. Here we have seen that person is very noble and gallant. So in this story we are going to discuss about the reverse experience in the following example. During a train journey, a gentleman lost his lovely handkerchief, and when he could not find it, he became suspicious about his fellow passenger. But after some time, the handkerchief was found in his own pocket. Then he apologized to his neighbor. The fellow passenger replied, "It's all right. Both of us misunderstood each other. You thought that I was a robber, while I understood you as a gentleman." So what is the story? Two persons are there. One is a rich man, and another is also not very rich, but he is a middle class man. This rich man is having a beautiful hanky in his pocket. So suddenly he lost his handkerchief. He was not getting it. So he was thinking that that person has maybe stolen his hanky. So he has asked that person. He said, "No sir, I have not stolen your hanky." After some time, that person has got the hanky from his own pocket. At that time he realized his mistake, and he said that, "Sorry, and I understood you. I misunderstood you that you have stolen my hanky." So because that person, he was not behaving, he was not checking his pockets first, and he was just blaming that person. But after some time he realized that he is not a robber, he has not stolen his hanky. So that person, because he is having the good character, he didn't said anything. He simply, in a very polite way, he said that, "Sorry sir, we both misunderstood each other." "It's all right sir, we both misunderstood each other. You thought that I was a robber." He said that you thought I was a robber, and while I misunderstood that you are a gentleman. So this is the reverse of that story. So we should not blame others. Instead, we have not seen the things by our own eyes. So first we should check everything, then only we supposed to ask the thing to other person. We should not give blame to other person for anything. So the following words of Saint Kyriakos Alice about the nobility of behavior is worth reflecting. Wisdom and purity should be spiritual food, like food for natural growth. Okay, so meaning of that is wisdom means the knowledge, and purity means the purity of heart. It should be a spiritual food, like a food for natural growth. Laziness foster evil habits. Laziness means when we are lazy, it develops evil habit, because at that time hurriedly we do the work, and the work becomes incomplete. So at that time the laziness fosters evil habit. What you earn by deceit and theft will melt like snow. So what you earn by defeat means by your dishonor behavior, and theft means it is just like a crime of stealing something. So if we are earning something with our bad behavior, and by stealing the things of other, will melt like a snow. So what you let there be no day in your life on which you did good to others. So every day it should be a habit that every day we should do something good for others. Let not to insult and quarrel of others to be cause of hatred and enmity. So enmity is the feeling of hating others. So let not insult. We should not insult anyone. We should not quarrel with others of cause of hatred and antimony. Why the cause of? Because we are hating them. Because we don't like their behavior. So we should not quarrel and insult them. Do not insult or trouble the poor. When you choose your partner in life, choose who is good character and good manners. The humble man is the greatest among men. So humbleness is always affects our day-to-day behavior. So what we have learned, that it is not what happens to us that hurt us. It is our response that hurts us. So children, in the meaning of this story is character is beauty is that our character matters everywhere. We should have a good character, and because that character only help us to make the world beautiful. Now there are few questions in your book. So these are the questions. What is the criteria to measure the greatness of man's life? So the answer is, the greatness of man's life can be measured by the perfection of his work which is assigned to him. Question number 2. What are the things to be careful when you engage in a conversation? The things to be careful when we are engaged in a conversation are: number 1, we must be able to accept and appreciate that our dialogue should not hurt other, it must be witty. During a loss, we should not be suspicious about others who are around us. Question number 3. Right expression of nobility of behavior to be observed in one's life according to Saint Charvasa. So according to Saint Charvara, the character is the sum of total of person's attitude, values, choices and their concrete expression in life situation. Character formation begins when a child is in womb and continues till one's last breath. Parents must take care of their conversation and behavior in front of child even when they are young, because they learn whatever they hear and see. Those who want to acquire good character must be watchful of their thoughts. Explain. This is last question. Now according to Lai Tzu, our predominant thoughts will become words and action, which then comes in our habit, and character makes our destiny. To develop a good character, we must prepare ourselves conscientiously. So these are the 4 questions, children. These are the questions, and as I have given you the answers also, so I am showing you that. Just you can take a click of that. These are the answers of page number 22. So you can just take a click from here and then you can write these answers in your copy. And other than that, there are few word meaning also. Just take a click. And copy all these word meanings and question answers in your moral science copy. And the syllabus already we have given you for moral science also. The syllabus for moral science for first term is chapter number 1, 2 and 3. This chapter number 4 is not included. So only 3 chapters are there. Chapter number 1, 2 and 3. Thank you, children.